This video goes through the scalar product of vectors, or what's commonly known as the dot product. Now that dot product will make more sense when you get to vector product of vectors, which is known as the cross product. Anyway, for two vectors A and B, the scalar product is a scalar. So if we have vector A, which is a1i plus a2j, and vector B, which is b1i plus b2j, then the dot product, when we multiply these two vectors in a scalar form, so trying to find the scalar product of them, we just multiply the corresponding components. So a1 b1 plus a2 b2. Now that is on your formula sheet, so make sure you can identify it. Now for an example, if A is 2i plus 3j and B is I minus 4j, then find A dot B, find that dot product. So that's going to be 2i plus 3j dot product I minus 4j, and that's going to be 2 times 1, remembering that there's a 1 in front of this I that we don't write, plus 3 times negative 4. So you're just multiplying the corresponding numbers. That becomes 2 take 12, which is negative 10. So you can see that this is a scalar quantity. Now let's look at the geometric description. Now A dot B is the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B cos theta, where theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. Now again, this is on your formula sheet, so have a look and identify where it is. And you'll see a little diagram that I have here with our vector A and our vector B and that angle in the middle. So let's do some examples. The magnitude of A is 4, the magnitude of B is 5, and the angle between vector A and vector B is 30 degrees. Calculate A dot B. So let's write our formula. So the dot product of vectors A and B is the magnitude of vector A times the magnitude of vector B cos theta. Plug in our information. So that's 4 times 5 times cos of 30. Cos of 30 is an exact value, so that's 20 times root 3 on 2, which becomes 10 root 3. Now if you haven't done exact values, plug it into your calculator and get an approximate answer. Do the next question on your own. So formula, plug in the information. We've got 4 times 5 times cos of 150 degrees. Now this cos of 150 degrees, to be able to do exact values, we need to rearrange it in terms of its reference angle or its first quadrant angle. So cos of 150 degrees, 150 degrees is in the second quadrant, so cos is negative, and in the second quadrant it's 180 minus theta. So cos of 150 can be written as cos 180 minus 30, which is the same as negative cos of 30, and the exact value for cos of 30 is root 3 on 2. So go back and plug that in. So I have 20 times by negative root 3 on 2. Simplify, and that becomes negative 10 root 3.